Hello and welcome to Inspiring Inking. I'm Amanda Fowler. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. It's Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Thank you so much for watching me live. If you're watching the replay, please be aware there's 20 minutes or so of chatting and then I will be crafting. So if you're here and live, can you check my light and sound for me, please? And my first question is, do you have snow? Now, here in the UK, we're in the middle of a cold snap and lots of places have got snow. Kimberly's up in Manchester and she sent me pictures this morning with 2 inches of snow. I adore snow, but I live on the south coast. We so rarely get snow. So I'm always jealous of people that have snow, but I appreciate it makes getting about pretty tricky. I'm sure you either love it or you hate it, one or the other. But do let me know what the weather is doing where you are in the world. It is blooming freezing here. I'm really cold today. In fact, I'm going to go and put the fire on when I finish chatting to you. So it's going to be nice and toasty, ready for this evening. So, Lima in Peru. Maripi, did I say that right? Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever had anyone joining from Peru. So thank you. Somewhere I'd love to visit, actually. Michelle is here, Ali is here, and she can hear me loud and clear. That's good. Elizabeth, Margaret, no snow in Oxfordshire, apparently. Donna, it's wet and cool in Australia. Ali's saying it's blooming cold in her craft room. Yeah, it's so cold here. It's so cold in this room. So I'm at the back of the house. And the front of the house gets the sunshine. So on a day like today, when it's sunny but cold, the front of the house is really warm. So Brian's office is at the front of the house and he's often sat there in a t-shirt and I'm in the back of the house with like 18 layers on. He runs warmer than I do anyway, but there we go. It's trying to snow in Northumberland, says Elizabeth. Good afternoon, Sue. Silas saying good afternoon to everybody. Hello, Mum. Pauline's here. So Maripi is saying it's they're in Peru, they're in the summer, so it's hot. Oh, that sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. So jolly cold, says Elizabeth. No snow in Dalbeattie, which is Dumfries and Galloway. So yeah, because what is it about the British and being absolutely obsessed with the weather? I love watching the weather forecast in the morning. I love to see what kind of weather everyone's getting. I sound so old. Yeah. So yeah, I thought Scotland was going to get a lot of snow, but thankfully, so long as you're safe and sound, Elizabeth, that matters. Sue's saying she's got the sunshine at the moment, and Ali's saying her hands are like blocks of ice. So I have a recommendation for you, which are, and I can't remember what the company's called. If you Google, I want to say merino fingerless gloves. So there's a company that recycles sweaters, jumpers, to make fingerless gloves. I've bought some. I bought some for Mum. I've bought some for several of my friends. I haven't bought myself a pair yet. I've bought them for lots of people. And they're like wrist warmers. So they come up to about here and about here. But they really help your hands if your hands get cold, but you can still craft with them. So I don't know. Does anyone remember what the company's called? Turtle Dove. Thank you, Scylla. Yes, Turtle Dove. But I mean, you know me, I love anything that's recycled anyway, or handmade, but recycled is great. So yeah, so that's really good. Yes, Sue says turtle doves as well. Yeah, it is. It is. They actually do all sorts of things. They do shawls and wraps and stuff, but their fingerless gloves, honestly, are amazing. Good morning, Stella. Texas is in the house. And Karen's here as well. Hello, hello. Ah, okay. So you've got a problem with your fingers. So, Ali, these ones go kind of down your wrist. So they might help a bit more. Maybe. I don't know. Right. So today, my question is skincare. I know, crafters, but I want to talk about skincare because we've been having a bit of a tough time at the moment. Family stuff going on, and yeah. So I haven't been sleeping very well for the last few days. And you know, your brain whirs. And I woke up this morning, and I don't normally look in the mirror because, you know, why would you do that first thing in the morning? But honestly, my eyes were like swollen and puffy and dark rings. And I just looked at myself and went, ooh, really bad. So who uses skincare, or what do you use? Tell me all the things. I do use skincare in the sense that it's in my cupboard and I forget to use it. So I've actually taken it out of the cupboard and put it in front of the sink. So I absolutely will use it, and I have used it today. And, you know, to be fair, the benefit of wearing glasses is it kind of minimizes what's going on underneath. But you know, over the over the years, I've been very blessed, and this is I think this is Mum's genes, actually, Mum's genetics, because Mum looks very young for her age, and my skin's always been great. But all of a sudden, you know, the crepey neck, I don't mind the wrinkles, because for me the wrinkles are smiles. They're laughter lines. And you know, I have a very expressive face. What did one of my friends say the other day? She said, Amanda, your face is like subtitles. So she can tell exactly what I'm thinking just by looking at my face, regardless of what I'm saying. So I know I have a very expressive face. So the wrinkles I don't mind, but you know, these puffy eyes and stuff, you know. And I'm sure once I get some more sleep, that will improve. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, Margaret's knitting fingerless gloves for friends at the moment. That's a really lovely thing to do. Oh, Ali, she's got no feeling in her fingertips. Oh, bless you. Ooh. Oh, it's cashmere. Karen, thank you. So Karen says, if you send turtle doves a cashmere jumper, an old cashmere jumper, they'll send you a free pair. That's so cool. Lou is here. Sorry, I was shouting. North Carolina is here. Anne's here. I bet it's cold up where you are, Anne. Angela and Chris are here in Newbury. It's good to see you with your texting, messaging. So Karen uses the Clinique 123 system religiously twice a day. I used to use Clinique. many moons ago. I've moved over to Trini, and I really like it. But like I said, doesn't do me any good whatsoever in the cupboard, does it? Anne says she looks like that every day. I probably do, Anne, but I don't look at myself in the mirror. Oh dear. It's only when I'm filming, so right now I can see myself, and that's why I'm kind of sat quite far back, so I look like I'm a bit soft focusy. Chris says she keeps hand cream in her crafting kit. Yeah, so that's really important. Any kind of skincare, but your hands, and particularly as crafters, you don't realize how drying paper is. So do keep nail oil, like a you can get a jojoba oil, or there are specific nail oils, and hand cream. And I always do nail oil and hand cream when I finish for the day. So it's actually, again, this is the whole thing about having it out. It's beside my computer. So when I switch my computer off, I always, sorry, I've got hiccups. I always do that. I don't put a hand cream on during the day because obviously I'm handling paper all the time and it leaves like greasy marks. But do protect your hands. Janet's saying she used Liz Earle for years, but not as good now since Liz sold the company. Yeah, so I've used Liz Earle, but I have Liz Earle shampoo because it's one of the few that has a lot less chemicals in it, but they've changed the formulation and it's nowhere near as good. So I'm going to have to find a new shampoo. So that'll be another question another week. Donna's saying she uses hand cream when it's needed, and that's about it. Elizabeth's saying she just uses Simple. So but the Simple range, there's quite a lot of different things within the Simple range, isn't there? There's like a cleanser and a toner and a moisturizer. Ooh. So Ali's saying she uses Rituals. It's a Rituals night package. So she had bubble bath, shower foam, body butter, and a skin oil. And she sprays the oil on her neck, and it's a lavender scent. She sleeps well. You see, I love lavender. Anything lavender scented is wonderful. So Anne, hello. She uses Tropic. It's not sold in the shops. Yeah, so I'm sounding like a serial skincare person, aren't I? Yeah, I've used Tropic as well. Kimberly sold Tropic actually for a while. It's a direct sales company, so it's really cool. Beautiful products, absolutely beautiful products. And if you get yourself a consultant, they'll actually help you pick out the right products and so on. So you can see that on the website. And Ali's saying she's got hand cream and nail oil to hand in her craft room. Awesome. Well, what I did do today was I've got an eye serum that I've ordered that's got like a cooling like a roller ball to try and iron out the bags. Hopefully that will help. And as you can kind of see, I'm kind of glowing currently because my skin has been polished for the first time in a while. So there we go. So hopefully over the coming weeks you'll see a new kind of face. Okay, so what else do I have to talk to you about today apart from my bags under my eyes. We are still in celebration. Obviously, it's running throughout January and February. Interestingly, I thought that the tools paper, this one, would be the one that ran out the door. But actually, it's the birds that is, from my customers anyway. That's what most people, or a lot of people, are going for. If you haven't caught the circle easel card, there's a new video on YouTube. All the information's on my blog as well, and it went out on Friday. I'm using those papers and they are so beautiful. And a big shout out to Mandy. Thank you for her original card. So her card is beautiful, little Christmas card. And I kind of supersized it and made a 6-inch card. So really beautiful, beautiful papers. So don't miss out on those things. Well, shipping is pretty much back on track now. I think they're a day or two behind, but the initial rush has gone. So I know some of you wait. You wait for a week or so after the promotion starts to get your orders in. So it kind of arrives quicker, which is always a good plan. So, so now is a really good time to place your order to make sure that you get what you want before it goes, because that's always a problem. Okay, so so celebration is running, so you get a free choice of a free product with every £45 you spend. There are some products that are £90 spend, and I will sort of I'll be showing you those in the coming weeks. But as well as that, please consider, if you are getting to a £90 spend, please consider joining. You get either a wonderful glass mat, which I showed you a week or so ago, and a palette and a cloth, or you get an extra £27.50 worth of products. So that's 157. Yeah, 150. Trying to do the maths. £157 worth of products for £99. There's no shipping to pay, and you get a 20% discount for at least the next 6 months, depending on whether you make sales targets and things. After that, you need to make sales targets to continue on with your discount. But even if you choose at that point not to carry on, there's nothing to repay. You don't have to, give anything back. Nobody's going to shout at you. And you get to hang out with me and my team, which is absolutely the best team in the world. I might be biased, but they are. So do consider that and talk to me. Send me an email. I can give you a ring or write all of your questions. And there's no such thing as a silly question. Write all your questions and let me know, and I can help. So think about that. Ali's saying I look really good for a 78-year-old. Cheers. Oh, bless you. Yeah. I hope that I'm still here when I'm 78 filming. So how long have I got? That's another 23 years. So we'll see. I bet technology's moved on a bit by then. Ali's got the Rituals Eye Serum. I'll check that one out as well. Judy said my skin looks great. Thanks, Judy. You are lovely. It really didn't this morning. Peggy's here. It's 8 degrees Fahrenheit. That's chilly, but I can't do the conversion. Maybe somebody else is going to be able to do that. Can you convert it to centigrade for me? Somebody's whizzy. And they've got snow. It's beautiful, but it's dangerous to be outside. Well, I hope you're staying in and safe then, Peggy. She's battling her outside cat because he wants to go out. I know, but do you know what? I'm sure, Peggy, if you open the door and he just sticks his nose out, he'll decide he doesn't want to be an outside cat. Because they're normally fairly sensible. Or is he just, sometimes they are a little feisty cats, aren't they? Okay, so today I am going to be using a new bundle, and it's this one. Da-da-da. Submarine Life. Now, it comes with a punch. It's a punch bundle. Of course, I'm going to buy a punch bundle. It's like that's a no-brainer. I love punches. I mean, I love my die cuts, and I have die cut stuff all the time. But for speed, punches are amazing. So I'm going to show you a couple of cards today. The first one I've planned out. The second one, in my head, I think it's going to work. But who knows? So we'll see. What could possibly go wrong? It'll be fine. So what am I going to do? I am going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you a paper, actually, first up, that says it's another one of the celebration papers. And I'm going to use it on this second card. So yeah, it's really cool. Let me just switch this around. Meantime, whilst I'm switching that around, Ali's saying that for us us centigrade people, -8 Fahrenheit. Excuse me. -8 Fahrenheit is -13. So it's actually -2 here today, which feels cold. -13 is mighty cold. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, Dino. Saying punches are easy to use. She loves them. Okay. So this paper is called Sunny Days, and the paper is designed to go with this product suite, which is called the Bright Skies bundle, and it's got rain and clouds and lightning and sunshines and some really lovely sort of border edges and some flowers and all sorts of things. So it's really pretty stamp set. The papers are really cool, and the papers have got a really wide range of images on them. Kind of, I don't know, kind of obscure images, really. So we've got strawberries, and on the back we've got butterflies. You're going to be seeing a project using these shortly. Next week, I think. Sunshine and beautiful flowers. These are like Californian poppies. Love these. Then we've got rain. That's what it looks like. It's diagonal lines and dots and cherries. So I'm saying it's like kind of a weird yeah, weird. I don't know. I say this all the time. Whenever there's fruit on papers and things, it always confuses me. We've got flowers in a green, but it's a really nice background paper, and green rainbows. And then some more florals and like a checkerboard pattern. And then this is actually the paper that I'm going to use later, but I think I'm going to use the other side. So you've got the clouds, then you've got these clouds. So I think I'm going to use these clouds later, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Amanda's good idea is actually that good of an idea. So let's look at this. So the stamps. Oh, hang on. I'm going to turn this over because this is reflecting loads. But you'll be able to see actually. So this punches out the main bit of the submarine, the propeller, and the periscope. But you've got all these amazing different images. So you've got lots of sea images, and you've got like the ground here, and fish and bubbles. Some fun sentiments. Look at that cool happy birthday. That is going to be used all the time. Yet again, Amanda will always buy a stamp set that has a good happy birthday in it, because that's what I use most of the time. These little fishies, pay attention to the little fishies. They have smiles on them. Don't do what Amanda did on her first card and stamp them upside down because they look silly. They've got smiles. So if you put them upside down, they look like they've got eyebrows, and it's weird. I just love these fun images. We know that starfish and octopuses and whatever they are, crabs, do not need snorkels, but how cool are they? So I really like them. So we're gonna use pretty much every stamp on this card. So let me get my bits out. So we have got a soft sea foam card blank, then pretty peacock, and then basic white. And I've got the ink pads. Hang on. Ooh. I need to get that out. So the ink pads I have got are Pretty Peacock, Balmy Blue, ooh, Garden Green, and my soft sea foam is missing. Okay. I am going to have to go downstairs and get the soft sea foam. Oh dear. But first, I've got to try and stop my stamps from sticking together. So when I'm preparing for classes and coming in and doing lives with you, I get all my stamps on blocks and I put them all in a basket. And if I am prepared well in advance, like I was for this, apart from the fact that my soft sea foam ink pad has gone walkabout, they stick together, and the photopolymer is so sticky, it sticks. So, right, and I've got a couple of brushes. Well, let's have a look. Right, I have got to go and get the soft sea foam ink pad. Hi, Sandy. She's still trying to empty her moving boxes. And Ali's saying that -8 is actually -22 centigrade. Oh, that's really bad. Right. Wait 1 minute. I'll be back. Yay! All right. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is make a background. And I'm going to use balmy blue and soft sea foam to make a background. So basically, I want this to be sea-like. So I'm using my blending brushes. This is the big size, but you can get the little ones. Start off the paper. If you put ink on your blending brush and go straight down, you'll end up with a big blob. And what we want is like a wash of colour. So start off and then just rub it over. And I'll bring it up a little bit to see if you can see. It's barely there. But if I put a piece of white, you'll be able to see. Sorry. It looks a little bit greenish. Then I'm going to do the same with the balmy blue. So start off and just go over. Now with this kind of technique, going over 2 or 3 times is a way better than being too dark to begin with. And I'm just going around the edge now with a bit more blue. And the more you rub and the more you go over, it just builds the colour. So we've got a lovely mottled blue and green. Sea, basically. Now, I'm going to start building up my seabed with some of the weeds. And I'm just going to stamp them all the way along the bottom. And then I'm going to use the garden green with the kind of the more, I don't know, tongue-like, I guess they are. But I'm going to stamp them off and then stamp them down. So what I'm trying to do is build a seascape. I'm just going to clean that. And then I'm just going to put, so with the sea foam, I'm just going to put a few more of those in the background. So we've kind of got the seabed there. Now there is like a sandy base that you could use. I didn't, but you could. Okay, so then I want the top to look like sea. So I'm going to put some waves in. So I'm going to start out with some in balmy blue. And I'm just, it's kind of a weird thing. I'm just going to kind of stamp and move it and stamp again. And it's just kind of, you can quite clearly see the darker lines, but there are paler lines in there as well. And then I'm going to do the same with the pretty peacock. And it just, there you go, you can see that a bit better. You can just see the sort of different textures. I'm just going to put a bit of green in there as well, because why not? There we go. So we've got our waves at the top and we've got our fronds and so on at the bottom. So now I'm going to put in some creatures at the bottom and build up the rest of the scene. So let's see. Let's start out with the little crab. He is super cute. So I'm going to put him down there in the weeds. And one of the starfish just kind of floating down there. Then we need, I'm just moving my stamps out of the way once I've used them because I've got so many. Then I'm going to put my fishies in. Now, if you remember, I said work out which way your fishies are going so that the smiles are the right way up. I don't want them to be too dark, so I'm actually going to stamp them off and then stamp them in, stamp them off. Now the main image is going to cover some of that anyway. And then I'm going to put my happy birthday in. And then we're going to do the punching. So that happy birthday is just going to go there. And I've actually realised I've done all that stamping without using my foam mat. Okay, so you will get crisper images, without a shadow of a doubt, if you're using your foam mat. But clearly you can get nice images not using your foam mat. Okay, so let's make the punched pieces for this. Now, I will actually make sure I'm using the foam mat for this. So this stamp is completely solid. So you need plenty of ink on this to make sure that you get a good clear image. So plenty of ink. Press it down and give it a second or two for the ink to transfer. So there are 3 images. So there's the periscope and the propeller and the main submarine part. Now you can get really clever and stamp all of them all at once and punch them out all at once. I tend to just stamp and punch out the bits that I need. So I'm just going to do that piece. And then I'm stamping that bit. You just line it up. There we go. And that one. Let me just put that. Ooh. That way. And just there we go. So let's move those out of the way. So here we go. So I'm going to pop the propeller at the back, and I'm just going to use a little glue dot to do that, and the same with the periscope actually. You can use Tombow, obviously. I just find that because I'm just, I just want only a tiny bit of it behind. It's just a little bit easier with the glue dot. Got ink all over my fingers again. So let me just pick that one up. And the periscope as well. There we go. And then, we're going to pop the foam pads. I'm going to use big ones and little ones. A little one there on the propeller and a little one there on the periscope. There we go. And let's just bring that down. Oh, so that the periscope is there. Let's get it all layered up. And we've got a super quick card that is purely stamping and punching. I love the types of stamps that we have that we can actually just add in ink and you can build a scene. How cool is that? Look at that amazing crab down there as well. So there we go. So there is one card. The second card, I thought that this could actually be an air balloon. Do you know what I mean? A blimp. We used to call them blimps, I think. So I don't know how it's going to go, but I figured that I had cloud paper and a bit of Lost Lagoon, so I thought we could give it a go. So let's just cut that down. So that's going to work like so. So let me get my things out. So Ali's saying, yeah, just give it a go. So let me, if I show you what I mean. Where's my punch? Thanks, Stella. So look, if you turn it that way up, doesn't that look like a blimp? I think it does. I really do. And I think if where's my stamps? If I take the periscope off and put a flag on the top. I'm going to have to cut the flag out, but you know, that's okay. Yay! Yay! Everyone's saying it looks like a blimp. Hooray! Well, and the reason that it kind of came to me is because there are bird stamps in this set. And it was like, okay. So I thought, well, what can I use the bird stamps for? So I thought, I don't know, that go there like that. What about I haven't we're not finished yet, obviously. We're just figuring this out. Look, you see there's a little bird. I can put some little birds in. Where's my propeller? Because I'm thinking that the propeller as well can go on the back. What are we thinking? Are we thinking this is plan? Oh dear. I think of these things and then I think, what if nobody understands what I'm talking about? But you're all so lovely. You're just right there with me, I know. Cheering me on. You see, like that? I don't know. Where? Oh, no, I can't. I don't know. It was. What do we think? I like it with the flag. I don't think the flag can go anywhere but there. Like that. What do we think? So, flag and propeller. Just a propeller. Or just a flag. Oh, blimps didn't have a visible propeller at the back. Okay. So shall we just have a flag then? What do we think? Let me know. Meantime, I'm going to put a bird or two or three because we need an odd number. I'm going to put 3 birds. Let me just see how my birds look. Oh. Put my birds in. Flag, flag, flag. Flag. You're so lovely. And then, look, I'm just going to put the happy birthday at the bottom. And we're done. Ta-da-da. Let's just stick that on. Flag, flag. Flag, flag. I love it. You'll go flag, flag, flag. Right. Yep. Let's get my dimensionals. Brilliant. Let's get that stuck together. Just move some of this debris out the way, honestly. so much mess when I'm crafting. Makes me happy though. More mess, the better. Ta-da! Look! Submarine Blimp. Hooray! Oh, thank you so much. I'm so pleased you like my cards. Oh, right. Let me just have a slurp of my tea. But we love to have stamps that we can use for multiple things, can't we? And this happy birthday is going to work on so many cards, so you're going to see that all the time. But the fact that we can have sea going and air going, that's awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Elizabeth's saying mess means I'm having a fun time. Absolutely. And if I've got inky hands, that is always to the good. So that is how I know I've had a good day, if I can't get the ink off my hands. Oh, brilliant. And saying it works. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled. I'm so pleased that what was in my head actually came out. That's really cool. Okay, so I am going to love you and leave you and say thank you so much for joining me today. All of the products that you've seen are available in my online store. So if you pop over to my blog, let me just put a little banner up there. www.inspiringinking.com. You'll find clickable links for all of the products and my online store. And remember, if you're interested in joining my team or placing an order with me, send me a message. If you want any help or information or advice, I would love to chat to you. And I will see you all next week. So until then, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.